All right, people. So who won the final presidential debate? Um, no matter what way you look at it, there wasn't a resounding winner. There wasn't a definitive winner. That was like, oh my God, Trump or Clinton won by so much. I think it was pretty much a tie. If I would give an edge to somebody, I would give it to Trump, just like I gave the edge in the first debate. Like I said, I thought the first debate was pretty much a tie, and I said if I would give it, maybe it was slightly favored towards Clinton. Maybe Clinton slightly won, but I think if anybody, Trump slightly won. He hammered Clinton pretty good on some shit like taking foreign donations and the wiki. Clinton got hammered on the WikiLeaks and the agitators at the Trump event being pretty much they visited the White House and worked for the Clinton campaign, I believe it was. So she got hammered on some shit, um, but it wasn't too bad for her. Oh, they brought up the open border comment too. So, but again, I don't think it's. I'm not going to say Trump won because I have a hard time believing this is going to change a lot of people's minds. I think most people's minds are already made up, and I don't think they're going to change because of this debate, because it was really more of the same. It wasn't too many different things involved in this debate than the previous ones. There wasn't any shocking moment or line that brought the house down or anything like that. It was pretty ordinary, pretty basic, and to be quite honest, pretty boring at a lot of times too. So I mean, the second debate was much better to watch. I thought Trump hit her harder in the second, and so moving forward, we got less than 3 weeks to go to the election. I don't buy the mainstream media polls that have him down by 10 or 15 points. I just don't. I think they're lies. I think they're lies to give it the illusion that Clinton has already won the race. Like I was watching Chuck Todd, the fucking douchebag with two first names on MSNBC this afternoon, and he's like, "Well, Trump could in this." I mean, he was acting like Clinton's already won, and he's like, "Well, Trump could secure the Senate for the Republicans possibly still." I mean, again, the fucking douchebag with two first names doesn't talking out of his ass, just reciting the mainstream media polls. They don't talk about the polls that have him neck and neck or ahead, even in some cases. The most accurate poll in 2012 has him up by 1 point. Where's the media reporting on that? It's like all you hear about is the ones Clinton's above, and you don't hear about how he's tied with her in the LA Times, tied with her in Rasmussen. Pretty much tied. Let's face it, tied. It's an international business time poll, tied. So three main polls he's tied in. But you won't fucking hear about that because they want to give the illusion. Like I said, the media is so corrupt, so crooked, just like crooked Hillary. They want to give the illusion that Clinton's up, so maybe that I don't know that they want to make it that Trump supporters won't go out and vote. I guess so. They give it the illusion that Clinton's winning in a landslide when I think it's neck and neck. I think it's neck and neck, people. I mean, I see even in Michigan, which is a liberal state. I'm driving around. I see much more Trump signs than I do Clinton. I think Trump voters are way more enthusiastic than Clinton, which will lead to a higher turnout at the uh, ballot box on November 8th, which isn't reflective in the polls because with the polls, it's just somebody calling up on the phone. The fucking person on the phone could just sit on their ass. They don't have to do anything. So, so yeah, I think Trump maybe slightly won, but I mean, it's not going to make a big difference one way or the other. So he does have to fucking hammer her though coming up these next few weeks because he's got to go all in. Um, and if it's close, I mean, we always got the perspective of election fraud or voter fraud, whatever the hell you want to call it. Whether that's illegals voting or just straight on rigging the voter machines. So we'll see what happens, but I have a feeling if it's close, there might be some election fraud used, voter fraud used to give Clinton an edge. And that's something that I thought it was very good when Trump came out and said, I'm not going to accept the outcome of this election. I'm going to look at it. And people started laughing. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it's so fucking funny. I mean, are you fucking serious? We just had a fucking Democratic fucking guy saying that they bust people in and that looser voter ID laws help them to get more people to vote. Well, what does that mean? What do you think that means? Well, duh, they want illegals to fucking vote because illegals are going to vote for who? They're not voting for Donald Trump, I can tell you that. They're voting for Hillary Clinton. The devil, is Trump has called her. And she is the devil. I mean, she fucking lies. She's corrupt as hell. The WikiLeaks are coming out, but the media won't cover it because they are so much in bed with Hillary Clinton. I mean, they're so much in bed, you might as well just be having fucking full-on sex with Hillary Clinton. They might as well just be having full-on sex with Hillary at this point in time. I mean, they are just so much in bed with her, and it's so obvious how much they fucking support her. I mean, I'd have more respect for them if they just came out and said, we're for Hillary, and we're gonna do everything in our power to get her elected. Because they're posing as fair, unbiased news organizations when that's not the case whatsoever. They're focusing 100 times more on what Trump said as opposed to what Clinton did. I believe Clinton's actions speak louder than Trump's words. So we'll see what happens coming out of this debate. I think Trump's due for an increase in the polls because he's gone down. I mean, just common sense, just basic logic, just by chance, he'll go up because, once you go, if you go down, you're bound to go up at some time, right? And he's been, I thought he did a good job of rebounding from the sexual assault thing and the videotape thing. So I think he's going to go up here in the next couple weeks. I guess it's anybody's election, really. I mean, it's hard to tell where the polls are actually at because they're done by the lying mainstream media. If they're willing to lie about everything else, they're going to lie about the polls. So I don't trust the polls for one fucking second. I don't know where the fuck he's at in the polls because it's so hard to tell when you have the crooked mainstream media doing the polls. It's hard to tell. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts there on the third and final presidential debate.